Hey mermaids, before this episode starts, Lauren and I are here to give you a special announcement. What could it be, Lauren?
I think it might have something to do with something we've been talking about for a very long time and are finally acting on.
Yes! In a few weeks, we are going to be releasing the first episodes of Mermaids After Midnight. Lauren, what is it going to be about?
It's going to entail
Oh, I like that. Yes.
a lot of things. We're going to dive down into the deeper side of mermaiding.
Yes, girl.
We're going to talk about sexuality. We're going to talk about body image.
Yes.
We're going to talk about things that might not be quite appropriate for those of a younger listening age.
Yes.
We will be keeping this as PG-13 as possible, but it will delve into the realm of R and above. So,
if you want to listen to Mermaids After Midnight, we are doing it exclusively for our patrons. So go to patreon.com/everydaymermaid. You can pledge $1, $5, $10 a month, and whatever you want to do, but that is how we are going to be releasing them. So swim on over to patreon.com/everydaymermaid, and cheers to Mermaids After Midnight. You're listening to the Everyday Mermaid podcast. We are mermaids on a mission to bring you the latest mermaid news, reviews, and more. So prop up your fins and enjoy this episode of the Everyday Mermaid podcast. Hey everybody, it's Abby, your Everyday Mermaid, and this is
Lauren,
my Mergal pal, and this is
Mermaid Sabrina Rose.
Yay! She's back, everyone. She's back. Guess who's back? Back in town. It's Sabrina Rose. I don't know what that was.
I loved it though. I appreciate
I was
that.
here
That
for
was
it. I was
sweet.
like, I don't know what she's singing, but I'm going to go with it.
Yep.
Yeah, Sabrina, you were here, episode 8.
Wow.
You were here.
I know. It's a wonderful thing.
So early.
This crazy town. But
She's been back since then.
Yes, Ralph breaks the internet, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
That
Yes.
movie.
But that was just a quick stop in and see.
Yes, that's true.
Quick
That's true.
swim
That's true.
Yeah.
in, quick swim out. I wonder which number that is. I gotta look that up because we're gonna talk about our previous episodes.
Do we need to talk about that episode?
What, Lauren? What on earth could you be so concerned about?
It's a giant Ralph made out of tiny Ralphs, and they're all wearing like skin-colored clothing. It's weird. Like, it's just weird. The whole scene is weird. It's weird.
He's like the giant blob.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the first one did it too. It was just like, oh, you're doing so good, and then it just crosses the line. And I
Well,
was
he
like,
always wrecks it.
True.
And that's what
true.
makes it so he
Ralph.
fixes it. You know, kind of like Fix It Felix in the first one.
That's-
Why do I always fix things?
Oh, what a terrible talent to have, fixing things.
Well,
Mr. Fix It.
Mr. Fix It. I mean, your husband's kind of like that. I feel
Oh
like
my
he's
goodness,
such
it's
a fix-it.
amazing. You give him a project and it almost seems impossible, and then the next thing you know, he's like done, and it's done so perfectly. I mean, it makes my CDO so happy. Yes, OCD in alphabetical order.
that's hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, we have. Oh, somebody
Visitor.
else wanted to.
He says, "Listen, this is my mermaid toy for the mermaid podcast."
Oh, Theo. You're such a sweet dogfish.
Go get it. Abby, what happened? What's Theo's favorite toy?
The BALL.
The BAL.
Which I'm not going to, actually
Right.
say the word
You
because
shouldn't.
he's right here and he will freak
So
out.
what happened that one time that he got to be in like a commercial or a movie or something, and they brought him into a room?
Yeah.
No.
There were, I believe, 300 of them that flew in from the ceiling, and he was literally like his face was like, no, like he could not decide which one to go for, So he just I'll have to pull up that clip.
Yeah,
I'm
you
pretty
should.
sure I still have that.
Please.
It was for Beneful or something, some brand of BALLs. It was the funniest thing, and one knocks him in the head, and he's like, "No!" It's the craziest thing.
Oh.
It's just an exciting time, you know.
That must be what puppy heaven looks like.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Oh. He is the best.
Well, I actually went swimming yesterday in my new
Yeah.
Taylor.
Congratulations.
Thank you. That was cute. I like that.
That was really cute.
But, you know, all mermaiding aside, the pool owner has 4, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 golden doodles.
Oh my God. Wait, was that what you petted in the
Yes.
video?
Yes.
That's a golden doodle?
It's a mini one.
Okay, I was about to say, that's a tiny little doodle.
They had Bentley, he's in my video, but they had 2 minis, 1 regular, and then 1 like darker one. And God bless them. Like, I walked in and like, you know, I have my new tail and I'm so excited about it, but then I'm like, doodles. It's like, what do I do with all this happiness and joy? It was
And that's Abby's heaven.
yes, that is
A
totally
brand new
my-
mermaid tail and pooches.
Yeah, it was
Golden
kind of
doodles.
Golden doodles.
yeah, golden doodles specifically because that's what I wanted for like 10 years.
Forever.
Yeah, like forever. I checked in my time hop a couple days ago and it was like 10 years ago. Abby posted, I really love a golden doodle. Like I really want a golden doodle in my life. Like 10 years ago, people.
We love you too, Theo.
Yeah, I do. And Theo, we found him in a Walmart parking lot, very young. He's a great boy.
Home is where the heart is.
The goodest.
right.
The goodest boy.
Yes, we love him. But he probably wants a brother. That's a golden doodle.
Now, would you do a mini golden doodle?
I
regular?
would do a mini if I had to. But I really love big dogs.
Okay.
And like the biggest to fluffiest, like the biggest.
Yeah. I mean,
is what I would
I'm
want.
going to warn you. My sister has a full standard poodle, deaf as a post. And there's maybe 2 brain cells in there that run together.
Oh no.
I mean, she is the sweetest dog,
Yeah.
but there's no brain connection. Yeah. She she likes to sit in our office, which the window overlooks the driveway, and she still has yet to figure out that when she sees your car, she gets very excited. She still hasn't figured out that you're about to walk in the door. You have to go all the way upstairs and be like, "Yo, pea brain, I'm here," and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I just saw you."
Oh no.
The nicest, sweetest dog.
Well,
A gem. And yet. Bless.
yeah. I don't know.
She sounds a little Dory-like.
A little bit. A little bit of that. That's
Cute, totally sweet and endearing.
Yes.
I have short-term memory loss. It runs in my family. Well, at least I think it does. Where are they? Whole movie, guys.
Hence Dory 2.
The entire movie.
Yeah.
I can quote the whole movie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's pretty great.
Yeah.
So anywho, Sabrina,
Yes.
you're here with us once again to celebrate the 1 year of the Everyday Mermaid podcast. For those of y'all that are watching, yeah, you're so amazing. For those of y'all that are watching the YouTube version and you see these cookies here, Goody Girl actually sent me a giant box of these cookies. And I was like, this is perfect because it's the Everyday Mermaid's birthday.
And they are birthday cookies.
And they're birthday cookies. So help yourself.
They are
to the birthday
gluten
cookies.
free. They do contain soil. Ew, gross.
Ew.
Sorry. I mean, well, dirt don't hurt, but
No, that's fine.
soy and milk.
Yes. And sugar. So Abby's like taking a break from her gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free lifestyle. I mean, it's still gluten-free,
Right.
which is the most important part. The other stuff I just do.
You just keep talking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Y'all just
It's such a. Oh well, somebody's been in these.
listen. I had to try them, and maybe all of one side of them. I swam a lot yesterday,
She earned it. She absolutely earned it.
but I
Wait.
Yeah,
It's all good.
I still remind me that when I said soil, I was like, I can't really talk about like not loving dirt because I very much encourage my kids to get as dirty as possible. And then when they don't bring their water bottles to school, I turn the hose on. I'm like, drink.
That's hilarious.
And I tell their parents, I'm like, they drink hose water because it's good for them. And boosts immunity.
I drink hose water.
You look so shocked at your
Sorry.
Like, can't believe I just said that.
There's like a cookie in my mouth when I said that. So I was like trying to.
I mean, it's kind of one of those things. Like, it's an experience and part of childhood. You have to drink from the hose, kind of thing. You know?
True.
Climb a tree, maybe.
Worse things have happened for sure.
Yeah.
Valid. All right.
What do you think about the birthday cake?
No, they're fantastic. So, these are mine now.
These are absolutely fantastic. Happy birthday, Mermaid
They
Podcast.
taste like
Everyday
Dunkaroos.
Mermaid Podcast.
Oh, Dunkaroos.
You remember Dunkaroos?
Yes.
That's what they taste like. Dunkaroos.
Well, and I haven't had an Oreo in a very long time. So this is kind of like an Oreo for me. And I dig it.
Good. So good.
They're delicious.
It makes me sad though, because like I have a kid in my class who can't have, and I'm not kidding, gluten, wheat, dairy, and egg.
Oh, man.
Was that all? I think so.
That's so
So
sad.
like she can't have these either.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they would totally work if it wasn't for the milk
Yeah.
part.
Dairy is tough. I have found, like, you can get, I don't know, like, egg is not necessarily, like, I don't know how it's, like, not considered, like, totally dairy for some reason. I don't know. But you can find, like, it's called, like, quote-unquote dairy-free, but there's still egg in it. So I don't know, like,
Well, it's not the same animal.
yeah, I guess. But, like,
I wonder if it has to do with the lactose then.
oh,
Yeah.
maybe so.
Yeah, it should be the lactose I imagine.
Yeah, interesting.
So yeah, do you know they make milk out of peas now? PEA. Yeah, one of my kids drinks pea milk. I don't like saying that. But yeah, that's just what she drinks.
That's really, that's something.
What is that? Pea milk.
Well,
That's brilliant.
There's nothing else I can say about it. It's like it's milk made from peas. And none of it, no way that you say it does it sound like something you want to
Sure.
drink, but it's 100% pea milk.
you know what that reminds me of, Lauren? That reminds me of the person that just followed you on Instagram.
Oh, man. Oh, I had burned that from my memory, Abigail. Why?
Because it's
She was
hilarious.
awful.
Please share.
So I got, God, the other night I got home and I'm just like on my phone and you get notifications from apps and I got one from Instagram and it said my Mermaid After Midnight account had a new follower. And so I look at it and it says Urinal Boogers has started following you on Instagram.
And you send it to me, and you're like,
I
"What
sent
a
a-
time
yeah.
to be alive."
I did. So I sent a screenshot of just the notification. Hadn't clicked on it yet. I was like, nope. No. So I took a screenshot, sent it to Abby, and was like, this day and age that we live in.
Yeah.
And
Props for creativity.
it's
I
not.
suppose.
There's no creativity because do you want to know what the Instagram page is?
No, it's
Yeah.
exactly what it says.
It's exactly
isn't
what it is.
So
It is snot on bathroom walls.
Why do people want to look at that?
Oh, girl.
Why do people want to
They
do
don't have that many followers. They only had like 7 posts, and I was like, this.
Oh boy.
I have a lot of feelings.
Okay.
Also, I don't know why they're following me.
It's like it's probably the automated stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
gracious.
I feel like it would be hard for a robot to just go around bathroom stalls taking pictures.
No, so like what happens is a lot of people on Instagram have the thing turned on where they do the follow unfollow. The only reason I know this is because I'm in the social media world.
Oh, sure.
And run everybody's, and they're like, I want to do follow unfollow, and I'm like, this is not organic reach.
know what that
But you like the bot is supposed to be like niche specific, but sometimes it gets it wrong.
Clearly.
But it will go follow people in your specific niche, and then hopefully those people will follow you back. And then it'll go unfollow them later on, like a couple months later. The issue is Instagram has caught on, and so they know when you're running bots, and so the algorithm just makes it go away, makes your posts go away usually.
It's really distressing.
Yeah. So anywho, that was an interesting
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing there.
I had to share it with somebody.
Yeah.
Well.
I laughed out loud.
Well, man.
Mind you, I'm like on my front porch. It's 9 o'clock at night. I didn't have the lights on or anything. The dogs are just outside. And I'm just like, what? What followed me? No, that's not their name.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get some weirdos for sure. It's just
In the dark of the night, they will find you. That's what it felt like.
Did you listen to the Bechtel cast on that movie yet?
I was listening to it when I got into my car accident.
Oh no! So
That's what I was listening to. I was on the Anastasia podcast
yeah,
for the Bechtel cast, and I was like,
that is so sad.
I was like, oh no, this episode is ruined forever.
Oh my gosh. For those of y'all who have no idea what we're talking about, Sabrina is probably like, what are y'all talking about? There's a podcast called the Bechtel Cast, and it uses the Bechtel test on like all these different movies. And a lot of the time they'll do Disney movies and stuff, which is excellent.
Yeah, they're super good.
Repertoire. But they did Anastasia, and I really enjoyed it. So that's what Lauren was listening to.
Which, when it was created, was not a Disney movie, but now that they've
now
acquired
that they
Fox,
own
it is a Disney movie.
Yeah, who the heck knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was listening to the Anastasia episode when I got
You got smashed with a hammer.
smashed with a hammer, or with the 2018 Infinity.
So sad.
That was good.
Well,
Sad.
It's all right.
oh, I know. But your new car is beautiful.
It is. Thank you.
Ooh, tell everybody what you named it.
Okay, so my new car is a 2014 Subaru Outback, which is actually a car I've wanted for a really long time. Like, I've wanted a Subaru for a long time, and
It
my mom.
suits you.
Thank you. And my mom found it, and so we got it from a local dealership, and it was kind of within my price range, and might be a tinge over, and test drove it and really liked it, and I was like, all right, let's just do the thing, and so. It's a very, very, very dark blue. In most lights, it looks black. And I was like, okay, she's kind of got some like dark beginnings. Like, I didn't really want to have to get a new car, and I got rear-ended, and then my car got totaled, and that's how it all happened. So I'm trying to think of a name, and I don't know why, but Cinderella's stepmother just kept coming to mind. So I've decided to call my car Lady Tremaine.
Of course.
Which, I mean, for the Mermaid After Midnight is rather appropriate.
Yes, it's totally.
So.
It works.
Yeah,
Time
because
of
like
year.
she has dark beginnings, but she'll do what needs doing,
That is correct. I love it.
including locking you in the tower and changing the Wi-Fi code.
Oh,
You guys know that meme that I'm talking about, right?
no, what?
No.
Oh my gosh, you know!
Please
Oh
educate.
man,
Is there a meme?
yes, it's such a good meme. It's the hang on.
In here. Okay.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
Will you text that to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay, that's funny.
Hold on to your fins, mermaids. The Everyday Mermaid podcast will be right back.
Okay, so this episode of the Everyday Mermaid podcast is brought to you by King Triton.
Just kidding.
Just
He's
kidding.
swimming over to Metro Merfolk to check out their classes.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And Metro Merfolk, I mean, it's a group that is all about an inclusivity.
Inclusivity.
There we go. Words are hard, you guys, but Metro Merfolk is the place to be.
Yeah.
Because they have classes for kids and adults, and it's in the Metro DC area. So if you're like even like at all close or just traveling through, you can find them at Metro Merfolk on Facebook and Instagram. Check them out. They are our favorite little pod over there. Not little, actually. It's quite large.
That's a large pod.
Yeah, it's a lot of merfolk over there, but check them out at Metro Merfolk. This podcast is also sponsored by our friends at MerMagicCon. Tell y'all about MerMagicCon because Lauren and I are going to be there this year. It's in February of 2020. It's in like the Manassas, Virginia area, so it's going to be kind of the same Metro Merfolk little area down there. And we really need to just like go check out DC like a couple days before or something.
Oh, that's
before we
true. That'd be
swim over.
fun.
That'd be really fun.
I haven't been to DC in years.
Yeah, we should definitely go like check it out. Do some mermaid things over there. So this podcast is sponsored by them. We will be there live podcasting at MerMagicCon this year. And if you don't know anything about it, all I'm going to say is go to mermagiccon.com, get your tickets because it's going to change your life. Everybody, it's going to change your life. all the great mermaids are going to come, and there's classes, there's photo shoot options underwater, above the water, there's a gala. It's just a great time to be a mermaid over at Mermagicon. So check them out at mermagicon.com. Yay! This podcast is also sponsored by our friends at Mermaid Cove Shop. We kind of love them. And by love them, we mean like obsessed a little bit, like slight obsession mode.
They have all the things.
All the things, Lauren. And you know how I am about mermaid things. I just can't help myself.
She likes them a lot.
I just have a whole room because of this issue. And let me just say that this is like next level stuff over here at Mermaid Cove Shop. It's just amazing.
They have a mermaid throne.
They have a mermaid throne in there where our mermaid friends like go and do like story times and stuff inside. But they have like anything mermaid you could ever imagine is at Mermaid Cove Shop. Anything.
It's glorious.
Yes. So check them out at Mermaid Cove Shop anywhere on the internets.com, on Instagram, on Facebook. Check them out.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And by fantastic, I mean fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yes. And this podcast is also sponsored by our friends at The Filthy Mermaid. Not filthy like dirty or muddy or dirt on your fins. Like, I mean, are you laughing at me?
Yes.
I mean like sassy pants, like dressed to impress, like awesome.
Yeah.
Filthy Mermaid.
I've got something in my cart right now from them actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's mermaid clothes, and it's the Filthy Mermaid clothing apparel brand. I know they have some accessory things too, like fun little stickers and stuff. But I have quite a few shirts and things from them because it's very much everyday mermaid look. So if you're looking to like just express your mermaid self, but don't want to be like super over the top about it, the Filthy Mermaid is the place to go for that kind of thing.
Their stuff swims right up our channel.
Oh my gosh, that was the best mermaid pun I've heard in a long time.
I know.
That was great. So check them out at The Filthy Mermaid on Instagram and Facebook, all the things, and you will not be sorry, friends.
So true.
We saved some questions from the audience for you, Mermaid Sabrina Rose, because we asked the audience, we asked them, what are their hashtag mermaid probs, which I'm still getting them, by the way.
Good.
But we, like, when I say, like, we had a lot of responses about this topic, like, we had a ton of responses about mermaid hair, which, as you know, Abby has struggled with herself. But we were thinking that because you swim a lot and you do have this hair color, and we thought you might have some insight on some of these questions.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, I am happy to help.
Yay.
First and foremost, listen to your seagull friends. Always use your dingle hopper.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Your dingle hopper. Well, let's
That's
see.
cute. I like it. That's funny.
So let's see. Hashtag mermaid probs for Mermaid Sabrina Rose specifically. Because they're delicious, Lauren. That is why I have done this.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh my gosh, of course.
No, thank you for sharing. I'm just like, I literally just had a breakfast burrito and empanadas from the food market, and now I'm gonna stuff my face with Goody Girl Oreos.
Dessert.
Yeah, you need a dessert.
Stitch needs desserts.
That's right.
I use that phrase a lot too. Stitch is trouble. Stitch needs desserts.
My friends need to be punished.
Leave me alone to die.
I feel so lonely.
I love that movie.
It's such a good movie.
So great.
Well, you guys know that Cogsworth and the voice of Radcliffe is also Jambo, right?
Oh.
Like, he is all over Disney. Oh, and when he's playing Radcliffe, his helper, I guess you could say
call him
caretaker.
Smee, but that's not who it is. I know you're how.
Wiggins.
Yes.
He's also the voice of Wiggins.
Oh, and he came so highly recommended.
That was great, Lauren. Y'all, we could be here all night.
All night long. I'm putting these away.
No, I want one more.
No.
Okay.
You are sugar-free. Sorry,
Right.
that's that's
I might
one of my other
like-
things. I'm trying to be less enabling.
Yeah, thank you so much.
A true friend will not just it will take care of you and call you out, not just endorse when it's something that you shouldn't do.
It's not my strongest quality, but I'm trying harder.
Well, because we're sevens, the fear of deprivation. I'm like, no, just one more. Fear of deprivation over here.
Ah, is that why sweets is my Achilles heel?
Probably so. No, it like okay.
Fine.
I love it.
Back to hashtag mermaid props, everyone.
Yes.
Okay. So we had Nerdmaid Faith, who we love, and then Merbabe Teresa. They both kind of asked a similar question. Or suggested a hashtag mermaid prop.
Sure.
Nerdmaid was hair dye plus chlorine. And then Merbabe Teresa said, maintaining my pink hair, swimming so much, and the colors being washed out every time. So those are, it's a big one. So basically, like, the hashtag mermaid prop that, like, several of y'all sent in was, you get your beautiful hair, and then you just swim in chlorine, and it goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
So, like...
That happened. Like, you got yours done, and then either that day or the
yeah.
next day you went to a highly chlorinated pool.
And it turned blue.
Yep.
You are a brave mermaid. So brave.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So what kind of insight do you have, Sabrina, for the hair colors?
No heat. I avoid it as much as possible. That one's really hard for me. So when I do any kind of curling or anything, normally I like to use like a sponge, the sponge curlers and stuff, and sleep on them. Totally going back to the 40s. Kind of thing,
Yeah, for sure.
you know.
No, I did that as a kid in the 90s. You had the sponge rollers were huge.
Oh, yeah, that was a big
because they
thing.
were the ones that had like a curly look to them, but they had a wire in them.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just wrapped it around and then like bent it up and twisted it together.
Those.
Yeah.
Well, Goodies, I think it's Goodies. I think, and you can get it at your any local drugstore. Really, it looks like a headband that's got a sponge in it.
Oh, okay.
And it clips on the back of your head.
Oh.
And then you take your hair and kind of wrap it through. A hair pick, never just straight brush your hair. Always start at the ends. Curacolor, huge help.
Yeah.
But even that, I try to stretch that out kind of thing. With this amount of hair, I try to use like maybe a month's worth.
Yeah.
Maybe like take a month period or 6 weeks. I try to avoid getting it colored as much as possible and just stick with like the Curacolor and stuff. Now my color does take red really well.
Yeah.
So there's that. So I'm not doing any bleaching. That's a big issue that a lot of people will run into.
Yeah. Do you self color?
No.
You salon.
Yeah. I used to do from a box, but as I was trying to get the length, and there was a lot of breakage, and it was really super frizzy, and I couldn't get it under control. So at that point, I had a friend that was going to hair school.
Nice.
So I was going to her for a while, but she couldn't necessarily get the color right there, but she was also limited in what product she could use.
Right.
Yeah.
So I started going to here recently to a girl that I go to church with. She has a studio that's out in Lebanon, and it's called Asante Hair Salon. And those girls, like, what she did for the hair color she used is this newer stuff that it doesn't wash out as much.
Nice.
So she was like, I've never tried this, but since you're in the water so much, I thought maybe we could try it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's go for it. So that worked really well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Let's see. Redken. I use the extreme length stuff. But that lasts a long time. And like if I swim in chlorine for a gig or anything like that, I will get the Mega Mask.
Yeah.
And I will use that product, but instead of rinsing it off after the 10 minutes, I sleep in it.
I like that.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes. So.
Well, I think it's working for you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well, you swim in very, very cold water that's not chlorinated too. Do you see a difference in swimming in non-chlorinated versus super cold salt water?
I mean, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because, I mean, chlorine is just it damages so much. Salt water, it washes so easily and everything. It just pretty much dries your hair out.
Okay.
Where chlorine does a lot more worse.
Mm-hmm.
So chlorine, I've actually, oh goodness. I attempted to wash my hair with mayonnaise once, trying to get the smell of chlorine out.
Ooh,
Yes.
exotic.
Well,
I would have thought tomato juice would be better.
well,
for
that's
it.
really acidic.
Oh, that's fair.
And the
That's
thing
fair.
is
Yeah.
with the mayonnaise, it's the cream. It's the not the cream, the eggs.
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't really about the idea of trying to runny eggs in my hands. So
Yeah.
I attempted the mayonnaise thing, and that was a mess. But
What do people use peanut butter in their hair for?
Gum.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you get gum stuck in your hair. You put peanut butter in it.
genius! My parents use lighter fluid.
Oh my gosh!
Gosh.
Yeah, I was terrified. I thought my hair was going to catch on fire.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You put peanut butter. I mean, like, I don't know if it necessarily works any better than anything else. I have put it in my hair before. I don't know. I mean, I'm not kidding, guys. I got gum in the crown of my head.
Oh.
I don't know from where. I don't sleep with gum. I think one of my kids had gum and nobody told me, and they were playing with my
Watch
hair and
this,
got
guys.
it. And it's just like, so it took a couple of hours of me, and I did the peanut butter thing. I don't think it works any better than anything else, but that's what they say to use. And it might not have been gum either. I don't want to imagine. So I'm just sticking with I'm thinking it's gum.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but that's, if you hear it, it's gum that people think works for, or peanut butter. Works on
All
gum.
right. Well, that's a hashtag mermaid problem if I've ever heard of it.
Don't swim with gum in your mouth.
Yeah.
Fish in my hair.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, you covered a lot of topics that people were asking, because there was one like chlorine damaged hair, which you talked about, the mask, sleeping in it. That's great. And then I am curious, but this says, Mermaid Nim says, keeping that hair and makeup in place. I know I've heard a few like products people use, but when you're swimming in the aquarium, for instance, how do you keep your makeup on and hair and stuff? Like, how do you keep yourself mermaidified?
Well,
Because when we went out, did you like redo your makeup? Because you have a set, but then you have to like immediately after come out for a meet and greet with wet hair. I'm like, man, your makeup looks flawless.
I mean, I'd be sitting out there going, hello.
yeah,
It's so cold.
yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, what do you do to like keep everything in place?
okay. Well,
Ship
let's
shape, if you will.
Ship. Oh yes, girl. Yes, I love it.
Ooh, that was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. Start with, how do we stay warm?
Yay. Good question.
That one's,
Yeah.
that one doesn't have as many details. So, you're running on so much adrenaline,
Oh.
and you're in such like you want to get down there. You want to make sure those guests are getting the full experience. So there is no stop. So pretty much I will run into our little dressing room area, quick kind of dry off, try not to look completely matted,
Right.
throw a starfish in my hair,
Yes, girl.
and make sure that we don't have any coon eyes, because, waterproof makeup, you're going to have a possibility of an accident at some point.
Yeah.
You
It
just go
does
with
the
it.
best that it can, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not tattooed on, and I wouldn't want that either, so noted. Anyway, so my thing was in style changes, and then you're stuck.
For sure, you're stuck with it.
I had a
Yeah.
boss that had tattooed eyeliner.
Yeah, me too. Weird. Anyway,
More
carry
power
on.
to you. That's really brave. It's so great to do. So, just kind of get dried off real quick, but then just immediately get downstairs.
Yeah.
It's not usually an issue.
Okay.
In the winter, I have like quick jumped in the shower area
Yeah.
to warm up, but Not usually, but
Where somebody flings you into the shower area.
Yeah.
we are wheeled out on our mermazing benches that we have team members who have designed and done such fantastic jobs with.
I see.
So it feels a lot like being treated like royalty for sure.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, we have to kind of make it downstairs because getting in the tank, of course, you're upstairs.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wow.
yeah.
Huh.
Because
I just thought somebody just like haul you over like a sack of flour.
we like to
These
keep
are things that
everybody
happen
safe.
in my head. I mean, like, I'm sure she is upstairs. So but like maybe there's just a giant mat and they just flop her over. It's great.
Well, there are the supplies and things like that to use material if you had to use a crane or whatever.
Right,
but
right.
We're okay right now. So
funny.
But no, we're all taken care of very, very well in that
Good.
case. So yeah, we try not to fall off of our benches and things like that. You can't walk. You can't
Fallen,
walk.
Ralphie. Ralphie. I can't get up.
Come on.
Oh my gosh.
That was great. Or isn't there a video of Mike Wazowski at Disney World or Disneyland and he fell over? It's awful. This is why I'm Mermaid After Midnight. It was hilarious.
Wait, there was also the tin soldier in the parade.
I forgot about that.
I saw that one.
It's so bad. Anyway,
Whoever that was,
because
I feel
he's
so
like
bad.
Poe. He doesn't have arms out. So you mean like the minute you're down, you're down,
You're
man.
down.
Somebody else has got to do it, unless you've got like some abs of steel. You're like, oh no. Oh, it's so
Those
funny.
shoes are awfully large
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
They're like flippers
Yeah.
or hippo feet.
Both we have
Abigail.
worn. All right, so you get out of the tank. You might shower, you might not.
Yeah.
How do you stay warm
Yep.
and beautiful?
So now with the makeup side of it, concealer and things like that have been a bit of an issue. It was kind of funny touching your face and then one day touching the glass and the cleaning crew came in and we're like, they couldn't get the handprints off. It was like, whoopsie, sorry. So we do have a couple of flops here and there, but
It's like that's one of those things you couldn't possibly know until you're actually in the water doing the gig.
It's a struggle.
Yeah.
But I have a friend of mine that I actually met at the Disney store. I was working box office and I was ringing her up and she's like, "You're just really sweet. Here's my card." And she's like one of the higher ups with Mary Kay or whatever.
Oh.
And yeah, she's got the pink vehicle. and
Wow.
all that jazz. Like, yeah, she's amazing.
She's an OG.
Yeah, she's amazing. But she called me one day and she's like, "Hey, we just came out with this new concealer. It's called Time Wise, and it matches your skin tone, all this stuff." And she goes, "I wore it for a festival, and it was like super humid because it's Tennessee."
Right.
And she goes, "My face never melted, nothing. And I thought maybe you'd like to try this."
Oh.
I love this stuff.
Oh, good.
It's amazing.
Oh.
So it works super, super well. Humidity, I haven't had a problem. No transfer on the glass or anything. No melting while swimming.
Cool.
And Maybelline 24-hour lip color.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
They have all different shades for whatever you need.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to your eyeshadow, yes. Depending, I mean, that's a lot of experimenting with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of us have really found the best one. However, I do like the Tarte Mermaid palette.
Yes. I
Yes.
have that one.
That one's one of my favorites to use, and I have never had it come off while swimming,
Oh.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
Really?
I have one of the colors from that palette in like their paint pot, which is that
yeah.
Frosé.
Yes, that is beautiful.
But it's probably my all-time favorite eyeshadow that I've ever purchased, which I didn't even purchase. It was a gift.
That's right. Even better.
I think Phelan has talked about a spray that she uses.
There is a spray.
Okay.
I'll have to get I always forget. She keeps telling me and I
I
keep
know.
forgetting to buy it. But there is a spray that, I mean, she does her whole face, drives 45 minutes to wherever we're going and like swims for 2 hours and then looks the exact same.
Yeah.
But it's like what people use for like the movies with like effects, like skin, like whatever it is.
With the special effects.
Special
and stuff,
effects,
yes.
yeah. And so like that's what they use for that. And so she told me what it was, and I can't remember what it was, but I will link it in the description. And
Yes.
when I'll go text her real quick and do that because it works for her. She said that some people put it on like under their makeup and then over it, but she says that she just puts it over her makeup.
And she doesn't have a problem.
Now, is it a finishing spray then?
It's supposed to be a finishing spray, but some people put it on before and after, which I do with my Urban Decay all-nighter spray.
Oh, okay.
It typically works.
Yeah.
But
See, I've tried that, but when in the salt water, well, not that per se, which I would
Okay.
love to try because I've tried other sprays and things like that. Like, oh goodness, there's one for stage. It escapes me, but something faced. It's not two, it's something else. But that one melts off. And then also there's a Kat Von D spray that also it just melts. And if you're in the salt water, it burns, and you can't wipe your eyes because it burns.
oh,
so
because that burned,
Yeah.
Burns more.
you dive back down.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah.
Yes.
That part is an issue for me. I still haven't quite figured out the best thing, but I mean, I feel like you always look so great when you come, like when you're in the water, but then when you're out of the water too, like you look fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yes, girl. Of course.
It's so sweet.
You're amazing.
You'd think you had a twin, like, because there's no possible
Yeah,
way you could
'cause I'm
like have just done all the work you just did in the water and then look flawless coming out, and yet nobody
we
threw
are.
you over the side onto like a giant inflatable pillow, which is kind of disappointing. These are the things that I think in my head. I was like, there's no possible way she gets out of that tail in time. Like, no way. So somebody has to like fling her down there.
Oh my gosh.
Scuba suit juice. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, suit juice. Yes. Uh-huh.
Whatever. I'm
Yes.
sticking with my imagining.
Please do. Please do. Yes. Fulfill that. Absolutely. Yes.
Ladies, I think it's about time
All right.
for a hashtag Jody moment.
What do you think Jody uses in the water?
Magic.
A dingle hopper.
A dingle hopper.
Yeah. Sabrina, you and I just saw that movie in theaters. It was, yeah, we missed you, Lauren.
It was a dream
I
come
know.
true.
It would be wonderful to see it on a big screen again.
It was great.
Yeah.
And we were the only ones in the theater. So we
Oh,
could,
right.
so we could sing and like laugh and be ridiculous. Oh yeah.
100%. It was amazing.
We were quoting everything with the same tonality and singing along. It was a great time.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I'd have done it too. Oh, so wonderful.
So I mean,
That's
that was a pretty
hilarious.
great
That's
hashtag Jody
awesome.
moment. Like that whole moment there was fantastic. We missed you, Lauren. We missed
Next
you.
time.
Yeah.
Next time. I mean, I can't talk. I went to go see Beauty and the Beast at the Skirmerhorn when they did the symphony along with it.
Oh, I
And,
wanted to do that
and I
so
wore
bad.
my like old prom dress. It's got roses on it and it's yellow.
Yes, girl.
Well, it was
Yes,
very
you
pretty.
did. Yes.
It was so good. I mean, it's like makes you never want to see a movie any other way other than to have a live orchestra. Which the pure irony of that is that's exactly how you used to watch movies. There used to be a full orchestra because movies didn't have sound.
Yeah.
And here we are.
When do you think they're going to do Little Mermaid? They need to do that.
They might have. I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, I know they just did it at the bowl in
Right,
LA.
the bowl,
So
yeah. They got to do it. Mm-hmm. Wait, so was it actually live people singing the music too?
yeah,
Oh.
because it was Leah Michelle.
No. I mean the Beauty and the Beast.
Orchestra.
It was
no.
Yeah, it was just the orchestra.
It was
So
just
they
the
played the
orchestra.
movie
They just
and then
they
they
played the
played
movie
music.
and they played the music, but it was still them
Yeah.
singing
That's what
on
I
the
thought.
screen.
Because Ben and I went to see La La Land.
Yeah.
at the Skirmerhorn.
Yeah,
They didn't sing.
that's true. I think just at the bowl they did because it was like a whole thing.
Yeah, it was a whole 30th anniversary thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we have anything else for Jody?
I don't think so.
I do have something for
Yay!
you for this.
Oh,
Yes.
Jody.
Jody.
So,
you're so amazing. She is.
she really is. Absolutely she is. Okay, so ladies, when this voice box, when Ursula comes to officially take this voice away,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
That's amazing. Where is this from?
That's so cute.
This is from the Disney store.
Shocking.
Of course. So, the wonderful thing about it, you can change the battery.
Oh my gosh, that is the wonderful thing.
So, you'll
The
need...
most wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things.
So, I want to keep going with that.
I know.
So, the center little stone here is your little push button.
Okay. And you can turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
You have to push it twice, though, because otherwise it will just...
Oh.
That could be for season 2.
Wish I could be
Part of that world. Actually, to kind of go off of that, again, with the pure irony of the fact that we like full on worship this girl, she doesn't want to be a mermaid.
I know.
Is anybody else concerned by this fact? I'm like, Ariel's great. She also has nothing to do with the sea anymore. Like, girl wants to be up out of it. And I know when like Melody's born, she like has this moment with the feet in the ocean, blah, blah, blah. But don't at me.
She marries a sailor.
She does. She marries a sailor. And it's just like, but she don't want to be no mer. So funny to me.
Oh my gosh. I think, yeah, I understand.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Yeah. Oh, is that for us to keep?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, that's yours.
Sabrina always comes with gifts.
It's a love language.
She
I can tell.
She's
And
like Santa Claus.
she is like Santa Claus.
Oh.
Oh my word. The best kind of Santa Claus.
Really?
The mermaid Santa.
The mermaid
Claus.
Santa.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that is wonderful because I have had like dreams or nightmares rather where that it breaks and we no longer can have the Jody moment.
I mean, it's still one of my absolute favorite stories on Instagram.
whenever it died.
Like,
I
I have messages from Abby. I've got like updates from Instagram. Like, Abby's having a crisis. And I am in a chair on the front porch guffawing. It was literally, I mean, it's like, this is the reason why I'm the dark mermaid. Like, because I'm just like, this terror is hysterical. Like, it was so funny.
Mermaids. I was just on the 3rd floor, minding my own business, and I could hear the mermaid singing box going off on the 1st floor. And it's just sitting here. I came down to investigate, and it's just sitting here all by itself. But it literally went off. Oh no! Oh no. Oh no. I think it's dead. Oh no. Oh my gosh. No. Y'all, I think it just sang its last song. Hold on. Wait a minute. We're okay. We're gonna be okay.
It's great.
My heart went out for you
I know.
so bad. I kept my eyes out as long to find
I know.
something.
And I'm just over here going,
And every episode, when one of those times, and it wouldn't play, and it was like, I was like, I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
We can't be having this anymore.
I know.
Thank you, Sabrina, for letting the mermaid, the Jody moment, live on.
Live on.
Of course, we have to.
And it matches Abby's hair.
It does.
Oh,
See,
we're so
passion.
passionate. Yeah. It's
too
perfect.
funny.
It's perfect. I love it.
Absolutely perfect.
I love it. Well, angelfish. It's about time to wrap this episode up, I think. So
Talked about all the her.
all the mermaid hair, all the things.
I hope it was helpful.
Oh, I definitely think so. We're just
There's lots of
glad to
things to
have you
try.
on the show, quite frankly.
It's true.
We like any chance we get to swim with you is a great
Oh,
moment of our lives.
catching up with these girls is just the best.
Yay.
Yes.
We love you so much.
Oh, we need her to stand up too.
What?
You got to see her pants.
Oh,
There.
can you?
Look,
How
look.
cute.
Liz, stinking
those of
pants. So so those of you who can't see it, she's got these high-waisted like seafoam green shorts on that
we-
have
Oh, yeah.
seashells
Here we go.
and an aerial on them.
Let's see.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, great.
Is that better?
Perfect.
Yes.
Wait.
Perfect.
I don't know if that's better.
They're so cute. Where are they from?
Good.
Poshmark.
Nice.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. That does
Yes,
remind
I
me
do
though,
love
Hot
Poshmark.
Topics having a sale and they had a bunch of that the
gosh.
mermaid
Oh, sorry.
the bathing suit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. The high-waisted one, the green one.
I want the Maleficent
the flirty
sweatshirt,
skirt.
and that is that.
Okay.
Was it at Hot Topic?
I don't know. It's
Speaking of, I have
Maybe
a
Hot Topic or
Box Lunch has a new T-shirt that you need.
What is it?
So do you know the old comic books where it's like the girl is like crying and
Oh, yeah.
Maleficent's on it and she's like, my name wasn't on the invitation.
That's so good.
Brilliant. Just
Yes.
brilliant.
Oh.
This is Christmas. This is Christmas. La la la. So don't buy it for yourself.
Don't worry. I have a whole Christmas list already, and it's like all from Box Lunch and Hot Topic. It's a problem. Okay.
It is.
If you want to follow Mermaid Sabrina Rose, here's what you got to do. You got to swim on over to Instagram, search Mermaid Sabrina Rose, and there she will be, friends. It's worth the follow. She's fantastic. Fantastic, if you will. And if you want to follow us here at the Everyday Mermaid Podcast, you can follow us at Everyday Mermaid Podcast on Instagram. And we are about to record, like, tomorrow, episodes of Mermaids After Midnight. Our Lauren's moment to shine.
Indeed.
It is an exclusive kind of segment of the show that we will only be releasing to our patrons on Patreon. You can sign up at patreon.com/everydaymermaid. You can just sign up to do $1, $2, $5, $10 a month, whatever you want to do. And that helps us create more episodes for the Everyday Mermaid podcast right here.
Indeed.
So head on over, swim on over to patreon.com/everydaymermaid. All right, y'all. This was a great time. Thank you for swimming over to see us today, Sabrina.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll
was a
see you
pleasure.
next tide.
All right. Ooh,
It's so good.
it's so good. This is why we love you.
Love you too, ladies.
All right, everybody. We will.
See you on the flip side.
Bye, mermaids.
Bye.